So this is the one that was pulling in while we were over here.
Yeah,
this
just
thing
standing
is
in all
huge.
kind of things. So 43 foot long on this guy, okay? So huge camper overall, okay? Really, you should be pulling this with one ton dually. Okay, if you do go 1 ton, we need to go with the airbags up underneath, just because of the amount of weight that's being pushed down on the hitch part itself. So definitely need to watch out for the truck on this particular one. And most people here, I'm a country guy, I got a big truck, right? So a lot of people ask me about tow capacities and things like that. That's what I'm really good at. And so I can tell you what your tow capacity is on what kind of camper and things like that. That's what I love doing, right? So on this one, like I said, go 1 ton diesel. And you can either go single axle or you can go double back there on the dually style. So pretty cool there. Now on the toy haulers, guys, most of the toy haulers are not gonna have a ton of storage besides in the actual toy hauling section, right? The garage. But this one right here, it's actually elevated up, and we can see when we get in there, and we got a ton of room. So we got storage here, past the central vac system. I forgot to point that out. But as we keep going, we got storage across everything, up underneath for where your generator is gonna go. But lots of storage underneath here for your, your chairs and your whatever else, the palm tree that we usually have out here and all that kind of stuff, right? So a lot of cool things that you can put obviously underneath here and any of your outside cornhole boards, all that good stuff too. So pretty cool little setup on that side.
Yeah.
Yep. And it's XLR, okay? So XLR's got a really good name behind them, right? They've been in business for a ton of time. They're also exclusively the only people that have signed a contract with Yamaha, right? And Yamaha is going to be the next the next generation of generators, right? So for probably 20 plus years, Onan has ran the generator section for all fifth wheels, right? Then XLR approached Yamaha. They built this super cool generator, 25% more efficient, 50% quieter. It's got like a lot of cool cooling features to it too, so you don't overheat and things like that too. That some of the Yamahas, or that some of the Onans may have had previously, right? So XLR is exclusively the one who had signed that deal. They got a 3 years exclusivity. How's that for a big word?
You nailed it.
They have a 3-year exclusivity.
5 syllables.
That's more than I've ever used to. That's like the biggest word I've ever used in my life.
I can string 3 words together and it would be 5 syllables.
But XLR is the only one who had signed with those guys. So they are the only ones who can carry this Yamaha. Once that 3 years is up, though, everybody's going to be doing it because this is going to be the next generation for generators. So kind of cool setup on the outside there.
We may have a clip of that later. I went up to Goshen, Indiana, and hung out at XLR's manufacturer.
Out there with Brent?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
and
cool guys.
They showed me the Yamaha. Very excited about it. So we may have that a little later to see.
Yeah, no, it'll be like I said, we're really excited about it here. It's also a little bit cheaper too than what your general Onan generators are running too. So to go up and down in price is, it's not heard of in the RV industry, but it's something that's going to be happening. So we're, like I said, really excited about that. On these specific 405 guys, we're going to come with the outside TV. All right, so that comes standard. You do also have your speakers on the outside. LED awning over top. You actually get 2 on this one because it is so big. 1 on the right, 1 on the left. And then basically that one's going to cover both entrances is what's going to get covered by those. Now, you guys can check out the steps. You'll notice that one step is a solid surface step and the other one is not, okay? And the reason being is because when this one folds up in there, and this is what I'm talking about, solid surface, okay? I'm bouncing.
Yeah.
All right? And the reason being is when this actually folds up in, I can't have it go into my garage area because my toy might be too big, right? So it folds right up underneath. Some people might still want to put them in there. If you want to, cool, no big deal. You can still put them up in there, and the install is really simple. I'll show you. It's actually only like 6 screws, which is kind of incredible for something along this capacity. But if you look right up here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 screws.
Yeah.
8 screws, all right? And then they just lock into place like so. Shut your door, unlock, and bring her on down. So real cut and dry in terms of that side of things. But why don't you go on in there, take a right. It's like I'm giving a tour through a house here.
Take a right, heading upstairs.
Take a right, head upstairs. And kind of see what we're talking about up here.
Yeah.
So, in the XLR in all toy haulers, there's only 2 of them that I know of that have front kitchens, right? Cyclone has one, and that's like $80,000 plus, and then you got XLR. And this one is $65,000 right off the top of my head there.
Yeah, that looks off the top of your head.
So that's your difference in price point, right? But you can still get your big front kitchen, because most of the toy haulers have a big bedroom up front there, right? You can see how big this kitchen is. You get your residential refrigerator or gas electric. It's an option with XLR. Also counter space across the entire place back there. Deep farm sink. You got your microwave, oven on the right side, glass cooktop. A lot of storage and counter space and things like that up there. And then when you look back here, okay, you've got 3 seating areas, which in most toy haulers you only get 1. You're really lucky to get 2, okay? Yeah. These guys recline right here. This one just is going to basically be just a couch though, okay? So some of them will fold out into beds, these don't. They just stay there. And as I turn around, my TV is obviously not there, but there should be a TV there, okay? It's in storage right now, just because we don't want to get jacked or anything like that with the TVs being out there. And then speakers, and then a huge fireplace underneath. Plants are not included though. Yeah, plants are not
if somebody
included.
really wanted a plant and they bought this from you, would you give them a plant?
No.
No? Okay.
Those are David's.
They probably shouldn't then. Don't give them the
They
boss
probably
and
have
stuff
makeup on them.
it feels textured.
Oh yeah, it is, and it is. And basically, as that goes up the each side, obviously it's cut into sections here, guys, so it's not real stuff, but it does look real, feel real, and so kind of a cool setup on the inside of this one here.
Yep. Man,
all right.
So much space. Some of the RVs, just because they're RVs and makes sense, you feel like you're walking through a narrow space. You don't
you are.
here.
No.
This is
Well, and
wow.
the other thing is too is since I said when we were out there, we're elevated, right? And so realistically, I'm walking through here, guys. I'm 6'2", okay, and I've got room. You know, I've still got about a hand width of room. So for us taller guys, you don't necessarily have to worry about knocking your head up top, okay? Now the cool thing on this one, just like the Ibex guys, central vac system, you got one going down here, right there, lift up with your foot again, and then also one at the bottom of the steps. So cool setup there as well. Also, dual AC system on this one. If you wanted to go with 2 ACs, you can do it. If not, you can go to 1. But totally up to you guys in terms of options and things like that. So number one thing when shopping, guys, is double check your options and make sure you're comparing them correctly.
Sweet. I'm afraid to open that. I'm probably doing it wrong. It's probably locked for travel.
Oh yeah.
I can see me breaking it in front of everybody.
And the bathroom lights are right here. So again, I'll actually step up. You can see, got plenty of room here in the shower. Got a seat here as well. Toilet, deep farm sink on here as well. Storage underneath, storage up top. And then all your light switches, your toilet tissue, all that good stuff right there centrally located.
It's nice that you got the bowed out
shower
curtain
which is
rod.
really nice. And so this guy is going to come out towards you guys, so that way it's not straight across. Gives you a little bit more room in here for us bigger fellas who need a little bit extra room in the shower.
Perfect.
So kind of cool. I'll let you guys go back there into the bedroom there. Another cool feature on this guy for sure.
I forgot we can still hear him because he's got his mic on. Should we let him out? Oh, nice. You can also get out of the bathroom if somebody locks you in. Just an added
feature on the inside. So this basically is going to be an RV queen on the inside of here. I have heard people go up to the king, but they have to do their own modifications to be able to do that. Okay. You got a barn door style right here. It's locked up now, but this guy's going to be sliding back and forth with a magnet on the backside. TV backer set up right there behind you, as well as storage and storage and storage underneath. Up top behind you here, got more storage over there, storage up over here, and so a really cool feature on this particular unit as well. Now you do also have storage underneath the bed here. All right, tables, and that's going to be your tables for the back. You got your central vac cords, your 50 amp plug that can be put on the outside there, but we don't need it because we have extras here for right now.
So let me ask you a question. Anytime you see TV backer, I know they come with TVs, but where it says TV backer, this wouldn't come with a TV here.
Right. So where it says TV backer, guys, basically what needs to happen is if we start feeling around here, right in here is going to be where the backer is on this particular unit, right? If I go over here, I don't feel anything behind it, but if I go here, there's definitely something right there. So that's where I can install the TV bracket. A $20 bracket from Walmart, Lowe's, or wherever you want to buy it from will do the trick. Put your own TV up there. The reason we don't bring them in with TVs, though, is because they're ungodly expensive. Okay, guys? So just make sure that you just buy them yourself if you can. Yeah. All right?
Cool. Oh, step down there.
Yeah. They have to put a step down there. Well, I guess they don't have to, but they choose to do that. So that way, if you are muddy back here in the back, you don't have any extra runoff going directly into your bedroom. So you got a little bit
little
of
details. That's
small details.
Impressive. Yeah.
Really small details.
Yeah.
But it does the trick, right? Now, this particular unit that we're standing in here, guys, again, this is going to be the XLR Nitro. Which one am I standing in? Off the top of my head again. Okay. This is the 405, okay? Now, there is a difference between the 405 and the 407, okay? And we don't have a 407 here, but this guy right here, this extra bath and a half, which I can show you. Bath and a half, your standard bath and a half, all right? But if we go to the 407, guys, we take out this bath and a half, and we basically add a washer and dryer option, okay? So everything else, though, that you're seeing is the exact same, all right? So everything is the same except the bath and a half back here in the back. Awesome. So cool feature. Also, he wants to go onto the party deck. Shocker there. But I love it. But we do have a queen bed that comes down, as well as these guys will fold out and connect into a bed up top. They fold over and fold back to chairs. So you could have queen bed, or you can take them out, or vice versa. And jumping the gun a little bit, David jumped all the way out here. He just saw fun and said, I'm in. But this is going to be our VIP party deck back here on the back, okay? You got 2 cables on each side that's going to hold the weight of it. And then also, if you look back up, without getting blinded by the LED lights, you'll see that there is a awning that comes over the back of this as well.
That's awesome.
So you can have an awning over here. You can sit out here, set a little table up.
This is where the DJ sets up for the RV park party.
Exactly. So that's essentially what this guy's going to do here. Also, these guys right here, these guys can actually fold out. So these guys can fold out, so you can actually get your toy up there when this is all the way down. You can actually get your toy up there. But this is a glass insert right here, guys. So it's called the 3 Seasons Garage Wall. And so that way you guys can actually keep this back patio down and still keep it cool on the inside of the toy hauler area without putting the door back up. So another cool feature on the inside. XLR is not the only one to do it, but obviously they do it the best, right?
Yeah, obviously.
Obviously.
I think this might be the first time it's the first time I've seen an awning over top of the...
Yeah, there's only a few of them that do it. Heartland does it as well. XLR didn't used to do it. They figured it out, though. There used to be a problem where they couldn't actually put that awning up over top there. I'm guessing they figured out since they did it on this one. I don't know if they can do it on all of them. I've had a lot of people ask me that because this is a very popular feature that a lot of people like, to have this extra outdoor space. But they hadn't been able to offer that back awning up to this point. I would just have to check to see if we can do it on all XLR, if it's just this one.
How does it stay out there if it doesn't have the arms on the side?
Yeah, so there's actually 2 types of awnings, right? So you have the one that has the arms that come down. This one actually folds out like that.
Oh, okay.
So these guys, basically the 2 arms will come out like so, and then you don't have any arms that you have to worry about down here. A lot of the motorhomes have that as well, where they'll fold out like that. And then a few other travel trailers will have it as well. So
sweet. Kind
of a cool setup back here on the back side to keep the arms out of the way. But again, it's another thing that XLR is going a little bit beyond what your typical camping industry is trying to do. Try to make themselves a little bit more special.
It's awesome.